That's great. It starts with an earthquake, birds and snakes and aeroplanes, and Lenny Bruce is not afraid. It's the end of the world as we know it, and it's time for the Missing Monkey Geek Quiz Podcast Apocalypse Special. That's right, we're celebrating the end of the world as we know it. Anything that comes under the lines of fiction in terms of whether it's the end of the world approaching or post-apocalyptic fiction, that's what we're dealing with today. And, as J.K. Rowling once said, we open at the close, which means that the guests tonight playing are the same three players that we opened with in Episode 1. We have Friday.
Hey.
Russ.
Hello.
Hi.
And Graham.
Morning.
How we doing?
All right.
Cool. Now, question, chaps. Have you learned anything in the 6 months that it's been since we started this experiment?
I've learned that it's been 6 months.
Excellent.
Not
When
a
did you
damn
learn
thing.
that? About a second ago?
Yeah. But it's within the 6 months.
Does it feel that long? No. It's been quite fast, hasn't it?
Yes, quite so.
You enjoy it?
It's all right. Huh?
And you're back again. So, how have your tastes changed? What have you been watching in the past 6 months? Friday, what have you enjoyed?
I've enjoyed Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I've been watching it again and again, and I've edited everything together to make the Phil Coulson movie.
Right.
Yeah, I can watch that.
Russ?
I've been watching loads of Marvel trailers and getting really excited for this year's movies.
Excellent. Graham?
Yeah, I'm pretty much with Russ here. The upcoming movies for this summer. It's entertaining.
All right. Quick question before we start. What would be your preferred choice of the end of the world? Nuclear? Zombie? Parasites?
Myself?
Robots? If you were to face the end of the world, what would you like to face up against?
I like the zombie idea.
Okay, it's gone very quiet. Rush, you're thinking too hard.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about the zombie idea. I'm just going to end up with a shotgun and yeah, it's all going to go wrong. So.
Well, I'm thinking nuclear or robots, they're more likely to die. Zombie, at least we have a chance.
No, robots is good. We got to figure it out, and we get a little bit of a chance to run around in a steamboat on London sometime.
And then get horribly, brutally murdered.
On a steamboat in London.
Why not?
Yeah, that's
Right.
good, yeah, but I want the world to freeze, then I can build a snowman.
good
Really
call.
big one.
Okay.
A big one.
And not snowmen that come alive or anything.
No, not snowmen that come alive.
Right.
That's
No.
how it's going to end,
Well,
isn't it?
Probably
Maybe.
it is now.
Yeah.
Especially if you implant them with Skynet chips.
I'm going to be working on that in the next 6 months.
Well, just to give you something to think on, I recently watched a film called Seeking a Friend for the End of the World. And if you're in any way depressed, as I was when I watched it, don't watch it. It is singularly the most depressing end of the world apocalypse film I've ever seen in my life. I thought it was a comedy. I was wrong. Should we get on with the quiz?
Yeah, all right.
Let's get on with the quiz.
All right. Are your buzzers working, chaps? Friday. Russ? Graham? Right. Round 1 is 20 questions on the buzzers. If you get a question right, I will ask you, and only you, a follow-up question. Again, if somebody doesn't know the answer, feel free to throw in the point afterwards. You just won't actually score anything for it. In this game, as usual, there are no bonus points, no negative points. It's 1 point per question. Are we clear? Graham?
Yep.
Russ?
Clear.
Friday?
Clear.
Cool. Round 1, question 1. Would you like to play a game?
So?
Can you name... No, we've been through this one before. Will you name any 3 games Joshua offers to play with David? It's a big long list of 16 games on the screen. Friday has no idea what I'm talking about. Do you even know the film I'm referring to?
No, I do not.
You don't even recognise the quote, would you like to play a game?
Ah, yeah.
Graham.
It's from War Games.
It is from War Games. We're in the right
Thinking
zone. Now give
chess.
me some names. 1.
Asteroids?
No.
No, okay. Arse.
There are no licensed games on the list.
Oh, okay. Right, okay.
Right, so you got 1. You pressed the buzzer, so you got a
drafts.
second. Checkers is on the list.
Okay.
You just need 1 more.
Snakes and ladders.
No. I'm going to have to push you here.
Nuclear war is actually on the list, isn't it?
No, it's not called Nuclear War.
I know, but I can't remember the name, so...
Friday
Tic-tac-toe.
is the third. Friday scores the first point. Falcon's Maze, Blackjack, Gin Rummy, Hearts, Bridge, Checkers, Chess, Poker, Fighter Combat, Guerrilla Engagement, Desert Warfare, Air-to-Ground Actions, Theatre-Wide Tactical Warfare, all of these are great games to play with your kids, Theatre-Wide Biotoxic and Chemical Warfare,
That's a game?
Tic-Tac-Toe, and Global Thermonuclear War. I wasn't going to just have nuclear war.
That's
it
fair.
didn't count. Friday, your follow-on question, which I know you'll get straight away. What does WHOPper stand for?
I'm not going to get that.
No,
I
you're
have
not.
no idea what.
It's written in small letters on the side of the box in the film that you see like twice. Anyone?
I've only seen the film
No.
once.
Audience want to make a guess? It's the War Operation Plan Response,
Clearly.
which
course
you
it is.
can hack with a little modem thing from the early 80s.
Yes.
Okay. Question 2, back on buzzers. How many days does Link have before the moon crashes and destroys the world in Majora's Mask? Ross?
30, arbitrary number.
No, it's not 30. Graham?
14?
No, it's not 14. Friday, do you want to make a guess?
I do. I want to guess 7.
Okay. No, it's not 7.
It's not 7.
No. Audience?
3.
It is 3 days. Well
Doesn't
done.
give him much chance.
Really
Okay.
doesn't, does it?
Jeez, Nintendo were a bit hard on him there.
Right, but you didn't get the point.
No.
No.
Shame.
All right. Question 3. Yeah, all right. We'll go with the follow-up. The audience got the point, so the audience get the follow-up.
Go, audience.
Other than the Ocarina of Time, Link plays 2 more instruments in the game. Name either of them.
The xylophone of space.
No. No, it's not. And we're going to have to kill it there. Goron Link plays the bongo drums. He keeps on a string around his neck. And Zora Link plays a guitar made out of a fish's skeleton. Question 3. For the players. Back on buzzers. Jack Nicholson, Glenn Close, Pierce Brosnan, Michael J. Fox and Tom Jones.
Mars
Graham?
Attacks?
Mars Attacks. Well done. Your follow-up question. What stops the Martians?
It's the tone of a guy singing when I'm going, oh! I
And
can't
what
remember.
sort of singing is it?
It's a Crooner's 50 song. I
It's a
can't remember.
specific sort of singing that you might find somewhere in the
Is it
world.
yodel?
It is yodeling. Slim Whitman's Indian Love Call. You get a point for that.
Giggity.
Well done. Question 4. Who were the 2 representatives of heaven and hell working against the end of the world in Good Omens? Graham.
Crowley and Aziraphale.
Yeah, well done. You follow up. Name either of the 2 remaining Witchfinders. Ooh. 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 Audience is going a bit bonkers.
It's going to have to be passed to the audience then if they're...
Do any of the players know this one?
Way too
No.
strong
Right
as a
over my
record
head,
omens.
And the audience?
Shadwell.
Shadwell. Sergeant Shadwell and Newton Pulsifier.
Of course.
But strangely enough, since it was a follow-up question, you only get the credit, you don't get a point. Sorry about that.
But well done. That was...
Question 5. In 1951, a spaceship landed in Washington, D.C. with dire warnings of misuse of atomic power. Who were the 2 occupants of the ship? I'll go with names or types, I don't care. Graham.
was it Klaatu and from
Yeah.
the Day the Earth Stood Still?
Yeah, absolutely.
Klaatu and... Klaatu, Nikto is the...
Yeah,
he is,
Klaatu, Barada, Nink too.
Klaatu's the human. I can't remember what the robot's called.
Well, man and robot is good enough to get the point if you say it.
Man and robot.
Hey! Like I said, I'll go with the names or the types, but it's
Okay.
man and robots, and it was
Cool.
Klaatu and Gort.
God.
All right. Follow-up question: what choice does Klaatu leave the people of Earth? Just as he leaves, he gives them a choice. You have no idea. When was the last time you watched this?
The original, a long time ago.
Well, we're not talking about the Keanu Reeves one. That's
well,
just
that's-
not worth talking about.
Keanu Reeves one. Go for it.
Chicken wings or barbecue ribs?
Close, but no cigar. Anyone? All right. You can either join the other planets in peace, but should you threaten to extend your violence into space, this Earth of yours will be reduced to a burnt-out cinder. So nearly chicken wings or ribs.
Yeah.
Certainly barbecue in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a reference. So I'll go with that one. Yeah.
I'm hungry now. I don't know why.
I mean, I'd give him half a point if that. It's close.
Yeah, but it was a follow-up to your
Okay,
question,
fair
so
enough.
there was no points for him. Right, question 6. How did the Cylons acquire the access codes allowing them to destroy the 12 colonies? Friday.
Beautiful woman in a red dress.
Did what?
She gave it to the fella who she was hexing. She hexed him, and she did this thing where she wasn't real, but she got inside his head anyway, and he got the codes for her.
Do you want to give us the name of the fella?
Nope. It's a secret. I'm not allowed.
Yeah.
I've
I think
signed
maybe,
it.
guys, that one could be stolen if you've got a.
Yeah, can't remember the name.
God's sake.
I know
Anything?
it, but just
Yeah, no. I don't think I can allow it from that much. Audience?
Gaius Baltar.
Right.
They can have it.
6 seduced the Gaius Baltar to get the codes. Right. Audience, your follow-up. You get a point for this if you can answer it. From which planet did the 12 colonies originally set out from?
Cobalt.
Yes, well done. Have a point. It was indeed Cobol.
Well done.
Oh, hang on.
Okay. Question 7. Peter Sellers taught us to stop worrying and love the bomb when he played... Graham.
Damn near everybody in. Oh, balls!
I've got it. I'm stealing. Dr. Strangelove.
Dr. Strangelove. Friday gets the point.
I could only think of the tag.
I haven't seen it, but I knew it.
Peter Sellers does indeed play a lot of people,
He
but
does.
most
Yeah.
importantly, he plays
Dr. Strangelove.
Dr. Strangelove. Friday, your follow-up. Gentlemen, you can't fight in here. This is
The War Room.
the War Room.
Thank you.
That took a brain fart and a half, didn't it? All right. Question 8. Russ, are you still with us?
Just about,
Cool. Is your buzzer working?
apparently.
Question 8. Where had the plans for the hyperspace bypass been on display? Graham.
In a locked filing cabinet in a disused lavatory. In a basement.
No. For the hyperspace bypass. Not for the bypass that took down Arthur
yeah,
Dent's
okay,
house. Would anyone else like to steal the point from the man that prides himself on his hitchhiker
I'm
knowledge?
just more concerned of getting in there.
That's good.
Nah, I haven't got a clue. on that
I'm going to give it a try. Beetlejuice?
No.
No.
Beetlejuice is quite far away. Go on,
Global
Graham.
planning officers.
At
The audience would like.
Oh, sorry, of course.
Alpha Centauri.
Alpha Centauri, where they had been on display for the last 50 years.
Yes, sorry.
Apathetic bloody planet. Audience, your follow-up question. The Vogons destroyed one Earth. Who destroyed all of the others in Mostly Harmless? Anything? No, they're all looking like they've had some sort of brain farts going on. No, Arthur Dent himself did not destroy lots of Earths.
You could see it happening.
I
couldn't
could
you?
see it accidentally happening, but okay. Graham,
The guide mark 4 or 2, is it?
it was the
Okay.
Guide Mark II, but it wasn't that actually destroyed him. It was the Grebulons. Read it again. All right, question 9. I think it's time we broke out the zombies. We haven't had any zombies yet, and zombies are definitely an apocalyptic scenario in my book, so it's time for some zombies. George A. Romero is the daddy of the zombie films. What was his first? Russ.
Was it Night of the Living Dead?
It was Night of the Living Dead. Well done. Have a point. Have the first point. Well done. Hey. Which film in the series is set in a shopping mall?
Dawn of the Dead. Sorry.
Pick one.
Dawn of the Dead.
Yes.
Day of the Dawn?
They have
Well,
New enough.
Day of the Dawn of the Dead.
Dawn of the Day. It's the Dawn of the Day.
All right. Question 10.
Yeah.
No looking at the shelves behind me. How many brains do you need to gather to win at Zombie Dice? I don't know who pressed that first. I think it was from Russ.
That was
Russ.
Ross.
13?
It is 13. What are the 3 states of Zombie Dice?
Shotgun's one of them.
Yes, it is.
Brain's another one.
Yes, it is.
And feet are the other one.
Runners.
Runners.
I'll give you that. Well done. Have a point. Give some applause. Right, question 11. Who plays the president when a giant asteroid threatens the planet in Deep Impact? Graham.
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman, best president they've ever had.
Oh, well.
Even more so than Harrison Ford in Air Force One.
Well, certainly, yeah.
Okay.
Go with that one.
All right, your follow-up. In Armageddon, film that came out a couple of months after, what's the asteroid roughly the size of?
Texas?
Yes, well done.
Nice.
Well done on that knowledge. I think I'd a bit of applause for that one. Right. I asked a couple of people that in a trial run earlier. They said Wales.
Clearly.
Yep. Question 12.
Seems good, doesn't it? Yeah.
Strangely enough, Wales is not quite the same size as Texas. Yep.
Yeah, but it's taller. More mountains. You know, if you flattened it down, it would squish out a bit. Yeah.
For anyone listening to this in Texas, you're in Texas. Enjoy it. You've got sun, we don't.
Visit
Question-
Wales.
Come to Wales, yes. You'll enjoy that as well. Question 12. All the men except one dies out is the principal dynamic behind which comic series? Russ.
I Am Legend.
No, it isn't.
Omega Man.
No, it isn't. Friday?
I have no idea.
Okay. Audience? It's Why the Last Man. It's alright.
Technically, could you have had Superman as well? Because they all die.
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm glad I didn't say that one then. That would have been a foolish thing.
Yeah.
Firing.
Alright. Question 13. Show how old you are. Give any of the 3 given dates for Judgment Day. In the Terminator setting before anyone gets biblical on us.
We're not that old.
Judgment Day. Friday.
2012.
No. I will allow month and year. I don't need the specific day of the month, but month and year. It's not 2012. Anyone? No. Complete blank looks. Oh, Russ.
June 1994.
No. That's a bit early. Okay. Anyone? Audience? Stop pressing your cow if you're not going to answer. Are you going to answer?
I was thinking 97, but I couldn't think of the second one. So
97's a good call, but what month?
June 97.
No,
Okay.
it isn't.
I thought August 97.
It is August 97.
No, well done,
That's-
audience.
Go audience.
I think the audience might win this. Can we have a special subject round?
No, you can't. Right? It was the 29th of August 1997, and to help you remember, that's 2 days before Princess Diana died. Or the 25th of July 2004 from Terminator 3, or the 21st of April 2011 from the Sarah Connor Chronicles. Right? But August 97, that was the day all of us as students remembered from Terminator 2, and we were counting down. Strangely enough, not a lot happened that day. However, 2 days later, yes, the world
Mother
did
Teresa
end for
died.
some. Okay, audience, your follow-up question. Who is the first character that the Arnie Terminator tells, "I'll be back"?
It's the sort of desk sergeant to the cop shop.
It is indeed. Well done. Have a point. All right, question 14. Back to the players. Hands on buzzers. For how many years did Dave Lister sleep in suspense? Graham.
1 million.
No.
3 million.
Indeed. Friday gets a point. Right. I really love the way you're buzzing and are certain of the answer that's absolutely wrong.
I was hoping that I would get it before somebody else. That's all.
Yeah. But it helps if you have the right answer.
Well, still better than not buzzing in. No
It's
offense,
only
Russ.
helping. It's only helping. It's not
It is.
essential.
Great.
You can press it.
Friday, your follow-up question.
Okay.
Dave Lister's cat.
Dave Lister's cat.
What was it called?
What was it called?
Have we got an echo?
We got an echo.
I used to work with the lass that actually owned Dave Lister's cat. Used in the filming.
Cat. It was
Yeah.
called Cat.
No, it wasn't. Go on, Graham, what was it?
Frankenstein.
It was Frankenstein.
No point then.
No point. Question 15. Whose house is the focus of the apocalyptic nightmare, This Is the End? It's quite a fun film, actually. It was out last year before.
Seen it.
Audience? The audience gets a point. It was James Franco's house.
Yeah.
Your follow-up question. Which Harry Potter actor breaks in, steals all the drinks and leaves them to die?
Emma Watson.
It is Emma Watson. We've just been robbed by Hermione. Alright, back on the buzzers. Question 16. In which game are you always watching out for victims of the cordyceps virus? Friday.
Paranoia?
Nope, it's a video game, just to throw in an extra bit of a clue. Russ?
Silent Hill?
No. Graham, do you want to throw in an answer just for the hell of it?
Resident Evil?
No, that's the Umbrella Corporation. I can't remember what virus. It's the T virus.
T
isn't
virus.
it? Yeah. Audience, it's The Last of Us. It's a brilliant game. Go and play it.
Yeah, I haven't played it yet.
All right.
You need the right console to play it.
Question 17. What was the name of the colony ship in Wall-E? Oh. Graham.
Was it the Nimbus?
No, it wasn't. It was some sort of scientific terminology. Just to throw an extra bit of a clue.
Can I buzz again?
We-
Or am I not allowed because if I've got it wrong?
Give us another guess.
The Axiom?
It
Is the right answer.
Thank you.
I'll let you have it.
Thank you.
All right.
There was a resigned round of applause there.
Your follow-up question.
Okay.
What does B&L stand for?
By and large.
Yeah, well done. Do you know what that Wall-E and EVA are actually acronyms?
I knew that Eva was, but I don't know what it was.
It
I
was
didn't know that Wally was.
Extraterrestrial Vegetation Evaluator. And Wall-E is Waste Allocation Load Lifter Earth Class.
Nice.
Ah. All right, well done. You got some points there.
Thank you.
Excellent. Question 18. How are zombies referred to in The Walking Dead? I have no idea on that one. I'm going to raise my hand and put... Russ?
Geeks, isn't it?
No. No, it's not Geeks. Graham?
Walkers.
It's Walkers.
Yeah.
Right? It's weird how many zombie films refuse to call them zombies. Just go with it. Right, Graham, your follow-up question.
Yes.
In what state was Rick Grimes a deputy sheriff? You got 50 to pick
Georgia,
from.
Alabama, is that? State of Georgia.
Okay. No, it wasn't. Nor was it Alabama.
No, I was just thinking.
Washington?
No. That's quite far across the other side of
It
the
is
country.
quite far across the
They
other
wanted to get to Washington.
They wanted to get to the CDC in Atlanta, in Georgia, early on, but not where they started.
Oh, okay.
I mean, this is your follow-up, so now we're just going for the right answer if anyone knows it. And I was quite surprised that it wasn't Georgia to begin with. No, it's Kentucky.
Really?
Yes.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Never known that.
All right.
Is it
Cool.
the same in the comic as the TV series?
If I'd read the comic, I'd be able to answer you.
Okay, cool.
Cool. Question 19. What was the patient zero of the rage virus in 28 Days Later? Russ.
It was a monkey originally, wasn't it?
So, what sort of monkey?
Oh, right. Yeah, monkeys.
I mean, I'm tempted to give it to you.
Capuchin monkey?
And what did you just say?
That's a capuchin monkey.
No, it wasn't.
Chimpanzee?
It was a chimpanzee.
Ah,
You didn't buzz for that.
He actually did. I heard the move.
No,
Yeah.
Thank you.
Question 19A. Your follow-up question.
Cool.
Name either medium of the two ways the rage virus can be spread.
Blood,
Yep.
bodily fluids.
Blood or saliva. That's the two listed mediums. All right. Hang on a second. Final question of round one. Question 20. What's the first name of the main Force Patrol's top pursuit man, Rokotansky?
Does any of you know what he's referring to?
Not a clue.
If you knew what I was referring to, you'd know the answer. Same as the audience who are all waving at
Oh, I
me
know.
at
That's
the
why I'm
minute.
asking the other contestants.
Well, next time you ask the other contestants, don't cover up the microphone. We need to hear these things.
No, but if they'd have said it, I could have.
Russ!
Rocket?
No. Rokotansky. Good answer.
George.
No. Friday, you're going to kick yourself. Graham?
Frank.
No. Audience?
Max.
It's Mad Max!
Oh! No, you're right. That is just...
Audience, your follow-up question. Who was the ruthless ruler of Bartertown?
Tina Turner.
Tina Turner.
You don't forget that in a hurry.
No matter how hard
Do you know what her
try,
character's name was?
Not a clue.
It was Aunt Entity.
Clearly.
All right, at the end of round 1, Russ, you have scored 4 points.
Yay! I have points.
Friday, you have scored 4 points. Audience, you have scored 10 points.
Thank God they don't get this.
Graham,
Yes?
you've scored 11.
Yes!
Well done, that man.
Jesus. That was close.
One of the best audiences, yeah.
And here we end round 1. Thank you very much, and join us in a minute for round 2.
This is Professor Elemental saying hello to Missing Monkey. Funnily enough, I've got a missing monkey of my own. Jeffrey! Jeffrey!
Hello and welcome back to the Missing Monkey Geek Quiz podcast, the Apocalypse Special. As usual, in between times, we have decided by means of monkey knife fight who'd be going first, second and third. Graham, you're up first.
I won.
Your specialist subject is the Cornetto trilogy, more particularly the first and the third, Shaun of the Dead and The World's End.
The apocalyptic ones.
The apocalyptic ones. Right? No matter how you look at it, the Hot Fuzz is not technically anything to do with the end of the world.
They do raise hell, but okay, I'll grant you that, yes.
15 questions, all for you. Don't need the buzzer,
Mine?
just need your brain.
Yeah. Oh. Shit. May have a problem here.
Again, if you don't know the answer, other people can throw in, they just won't score points for it.
Cool.
You ready to play?
Yes.
Okay. Question 1. What year did Shaun last have sugar in his tea? I thought I'd ask you this question, being tea obsessed that you are. Have a guess.
97.
82. Yeah. Question 2. What item of playground equipment does Shaun use to check how many zombies are outside the Winchester? You can go if you like. We've just got dead air at the minute.
No, well, we can black out the dead air. Cricket bat? What?
Playground equipment.
Playground equipment.
Stop looking at the question book, for God's sake, man.
Well, yeah.
I'm hootering again.
Okay.
I'm going to try and interject. Is it a playground slide?
It is a slide, yes.
Yeah,
Well
well,
done.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, he climbed.
I
the
was thinking
slide.
sports equipment more than playground.
Yeah.
No, he.
The
Yeah,
audience.
Right.
I understand, yes. I got it.
Okay, question 3. How many zombies are there outside the Winchester?
Lots.
Yes. What's Shaun's surname?
Ooh.
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 It's mentioned
Of-
a couple of times.
Of
but
the
it's,
dead?
No. It's even on a poster on his fridge back from his DJing days.
Oh, God. I missed that piece of detail.
Yeah.
Okay, no, pass.
They know at the back.
Somebody knows at the back? No? Oh, space. Okay.
Oh.
No, pass.
It's Riley.
Hey, no. I actually didn't know that.
No, neither do I.
That's not even a recollection.
Not a clue.
Northern Irish.
Question 5. Right, Shaun has a plan that he explains.
Uh-huh.
It comes in 7 steps.
Oh, fuck's sake.
I just need 4 of them.
Head to the Winchester.
That's one of them.
Wait for all of this to blow over.
That's the last step.
I know. I'm not. I didn't. You didn't say I have to be in chronological order.
True.
Okay.
How
many did
get
I ask
mum.
for? 4.
Get
Get
mum.
mum is
Get mum.
indeed, yep, that's the second step.
Get his missus.
What's his missus called?
Lucy?
No,
No.
can't give you that step
No.
unless you mention the
Okay.
name.
Oh God. Well, I'll try and think of other steps then instead.
Okay.
He says trying to stall for time.
Yes. I am going to push you though.
Okay.
You've got one more step to get. Come on. 3, 2, 1.
Pass.
You're done.
No.
Anyone want to throw in a couple of the steps? Yeah. Right.
Oh, is that one of the steps? Oh, fuck's sake.
Kill his stepdad.
I thought it's given whenever you get to the pub. Ah,
Take
didn't
car, get mum, kill Phil, sorry Phil, get Liz, go to Winchester, have pint, wait it all out. Oh dear. Question 6. What nickname does Barbara have for Sean?
Pickle.
Yeah.
I know the background to that.
Really?
Yeah. Pickle was Edgar Wright's nickname that his mum gave him.
Excellent. Useful.
Not really.
Okay. Question 7. Who is the first zombie Sean and Ed face?
It's the girl outside in the backyard.
It is. She's got a name badge on.
Ah. Is it Joy?
No, it's not.
For those listening, Joy was waving her hand in the audience. So, yeah.
Okay. Any?
No.
Russ?
It's Mary.
It is Mary. All right. Question 8. Where does Barbara get bitten?
On the wrist.
On the wrist. Well done. Have a point. What song's playing when they kill the landlord?
Queen, Don't Stop Me Now.
Don't stop me now because I'm having such
a
a good
good
time.
time.
I'm
I'm
having
having
a
a
ball.
ball.
Hey. All right. We'll move on to the World's End, shall we?
Oh, okay.
Right.
Suddenly.
Name any of the 4 people on the pub crawl.
Oh, the people. Andy, Steve, Gary, Pete.
And
Oscar? No. Oman. Whatever. Oh, what's his real name?
his name wasn't Oman, though.
Was that his nickname, though?
No. It was
Oliver.
Oliver. Yeah, I'll give you that. All right. In what town is the pub crawl?
Newton Haven.
Yes. From what pub is Gary banned for life?
Oh, that's the famous cock.
Yep, I'll give you that. Who voiced the network?
Bill Nye.
Well done. What was the final pub on the pub crawl?
The World's End.
Well done. Have a point. For your final point, give me any 3 of the others.
Oh, that's fine. I could probably give you most of them.
Go on then.
It starts off at the first post.
Yes.
Then there's the familiar. Oh, no, we'll skip that one.
Okay.
The trusty servant.
Yep.
The mermaid. The beehive.
Yep.
The king's head.
Yep.
The hole in the wall.
Yep.
What's the one before?
It's fair enough. I'll give you the point.
Okay.
The first post, the old familiar, the famous
familiar.
cock, the cross hands, the good companions, the trusty servant, the 2-headed dog, the mermaid, the beehive, the king's head, the hole in the wall, and the World's End.
Yeah.
I seem to be having tremendous trouble with that word.
Okay.
Okay. And at the end of that round, you have scored another 10 points, bringing
Cool.
your score up to 21.
Thank you.
So, Russ, your turn. And we will start you with your specialist subject is the Hunger Games.
Yay.
Good luck with that one.
All right, question 1. After the apocalypse rose Panem, where all production was segregated. District 12 produces coal. Give me any 4 of the other 11.
4. Okay. District 11 is agriculture.
It is.
District 1 is luxury goods.
It is.
District 2 is stonecraft.
Yes, it is.
And District 7 is lumber.
Yes, it is. Well done.
Sounds like
Do you want to go for a full boat and give me the rest?
Oh,
Or should we just skip on?
Yeah, skip on.
All right, question 11's agriculture, 10's livestock, 9's grain, 8 is textiles, 7 is lumber and paper, 6 is the transport hub, 5 is power, electrical, 4 is fish and seafood, 3 is electronics, 2 is stone cutting and weapons, and 1 is luxury goods and jewellery and things like that. All right, question 2. How did they know that the footage from District 13 was wrong?
I really want to say that there was a cat that made a glitch, but that's the completely wrong series. So,
But you're not far off.
was it? Something happened.
I'm trying to think what the cat that made the glitch was from.
Matrix.
The Matrix. We don't talk about the Matrix around here. Anything?
I can't remember.
No.
There was a thing that happened. But,
It was. It was. Oh, audience.
Bird.
It was the bird kept flying. Exactly the same footage of birds flying
Yeah,
over.
there you go.
All right, question 3. Who was Katniss and Peter's escort from the capital?
Effie Trinket.
Yay! Well done. Have a point. When did Haymitch win?
He won the 50th.
He did indeed. The second
Second quarter
quarter
quell.
quell, 24 years ago from the start. What did Katniss do to impress the judges during the private session to determine the rankings of the 75th Hunger Games?
75th
Yep.
was the... I believe that was the one where she made the effigy of Seneca Crane.
Yes! Well done. And what did she do with it?
She hung it.
Yes, she did. Right. Doesn't quite match up with what happened in the film, but
No.
that's absolutely what happened in the book. Right, question 6. What's the Hob?
That's the Black Market area, is it?
It is. Whereabouts?
District 12.
Yes, it is. Okay, question 7. What's the Nut?
The Nut is the... it's in District... that's in District 2. It's the... I think it's like the barracks, or...
It's not a
barracks.
barracks.
No,
Not
it's
really.
it's an outpost of some sort. Words missing me. It's not a communication centre?
No. Stop banging the table.
Sorry. Trying to think.
I'm going to have to push you. Give
The
up.
Transport network, wasn't it?
No, that was District 6.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Sorry.
Okay, audience.
Big mountain.
It's a big mountain where what's stored in it? The missiles from the capital.
That was a bit of a struggle.
Okay. Question 8. What's an AVOX?
It's a mute slave, usually a
is.
punishment of the capital.
It is indeed. Get the tongues cut out for saying the wrong thing.
Lovely.
Lovely. Question 9. Whose name was drawn from the Girls' Reaping Bowl in District 12 for the 74th Hunger Games?
Primrose Everdeen.
It is, yes. Question 10. Who was brainwashed by Tracker Jacker venom and tried to kill Katniss?
Peter.
Peter. Name Prim's 2 pets.
Buttercup the cat is one of them.
It is. She's got another one. Do you know what it is?
Is it a canary?
No, it isn't. I'll give you one more guess and I'll allow you to have the point if you can tell me what her other pet is. I did say ask for the name, but he's struggling, so I'll allow him this. You're struggling. I'm going to have to push you
I
with
can't
a
remember.
3, 2, 1.
It's the goat, but I can't remember what it's called.
It's Lady the Goat.
Oh, yeah.
Question 12. What marks the resetting of the clock in the arena of the 3rd quarter quell?
Lightning tree?
It is. The lightning strikes the tree. Question 13. How did Katniss leave the arena of the 75th?
By hovercraft.
Yep.
which
From?
is, from District 13.
Indeed. Question 14. What is a tesserae? Your brain's shut down entirely. Do you know what a tesserae is at all?
Some form of weapon?
No, it isn't. Anyone want to make
remember
a
it.
guess at this one? A
Human
tesserae is a year's supply of grain and oil that
course
you
it is.
take to add, and you have your name put into the reaping bowl once again.
I've been listening to the audiobooks. She pronounces it weird.
Okay, how does she pronounce it in the
I
books?
can't remember, but it wasn't. It didn't sound like you said it. So
I'm going off Latin, and I've always understood
that's
it as
all
being
right.
tesserae. So there you go. So
probably how I would have read it.
here we go. I'm going with Latin again for question 15. Translate panem et circenses.
Shan't. No, I didn't do Latin at school.
Okay.
We'll pass on
Basic principle of the book at the gag in Roman, if you really want to go with it. The audience knows, don't you, audience?
Panem et circenses means bread and circuses.
Bread and circuses. Proving once again that she was watching too much Star Trek. It's an episode title.
Ah,
It's a joke that makes sense to me.
that's fair.
All right.
Wouldn't have had a
At
clue.
the end of that round, you scored 10 points, bringing your score up to 14. Well done. You feeling proud of yourself for that one?
Reasonable effort.
Excellent.
Ones
No,
I wasn't going to get. I wasn't going to get. So
It's a great effort. I think it needs celebrating. In fact, I'll ask for another round of applause while I find the rest of the questions. All right. Moving down the line, we have Friday. How are you doing?
I'm completely unprepared because I prepared for my specialist subject by watching something different.
Excellent. Right. Well, your
So-
specialist subject is the animals of Farthing Wood.
Somebody had to.
Excellent.
No, you're going with 12 Monkeys.
12 Monkeys.
Terry Gilliam film. Terry Gilliam?
Telly Gilliam.
Terry
Gilliam.
Gilliam. Yeah.
Well, I will say that I've watched this more than once.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Well,
how prepared I am.
let's start with the easy stuff and work our way on, shall we?
Okay.
Question 1.
Mm-hmm.
What's the name of Bruce Willis's character?
So, yeah,
So,
George.
George. Right, okay. The answer is James Cole.
It would have been
I seem to
fantastic
recall
feature.
hearing that recently.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Question
okay.
2. In which city is the film set in 2035?
2035. Los Angeles.
No, it isn't.
No, it isn't.
I'll give you one more guess.
Okay. Then it must be New York.
No, it isn't.
Okay.
It's only a city that's mentioned a few times in the film. It is, anyone?
Chicago?
Philadelphia. Well done, audience. Question 3. In what year is Cole supposed to arrive?
So,
Think about when the film was made. Okay, you're struggling a bit.
1987.
No. Are you sure you're not thinking of Back to the Future somehow?
I am thinking of Back to the Future. I'm
Right.
thinking of it'll be 90. What? 90? No. What is it? Well, I thought it was 96, but the audience thinks it's a year before.
It was 96.
Oh, okay. So it's 96.
Yes. Do we give him the point for that?
I think we give him the point.
We're giving the point for that.
I
It was his
struggled.
second
I struggled.
guess.
It's
Right,
probably
okay.
yeah.
Well done, you're off the blocks. Right, question 4. Who is the traveller Cole meets in World War One?
I have no idea.
Do you even remember the scene?
I don't remember the scene.
Okay.
I do not actually remember the scene.
He ends up dumped into the trenches in World War One
Yeah.
when he meets anyone? Jose. Or Jose.
Jose.
Again, pronunciations. I have no idea. How many people die from the virus in 96, 97? Lots
12.
is not
No.
acceptable.
No, 12.
12. The virus released in 96 kills 12 people globally. I'll give you another guess.
Very specific.
12,000.
It's still not so much a global apocalypse if only 12,000 people die. I'll give you one more guess.
No, I haven't. I don't know. I can't
Okay,
remember.
audience,
It's 98% of the population, so we're about 6 billion.
pick one.
6.
5. Oh,
At that time,
all right, 5 billion. Question 6. Who let 100 snakes loose in the Senate? It's one of the people in the
Yeah,
film.
I know. It's the guy played by Brad Pitt.
Yes,
Thank
yes,
you.
it
Yeah.
is.
Whatever his name is, that's him.
I'm looking at his score. I'm letting him have that.
It's it. Yeah, no, I knew. I just can't think of his name, but I know.
Jeffrey Goins.
Jeffrey Goins.
I know names are difficult, but I'll let you have that one. It is Brad Pitt's character that
I
does
have to have
that.
my own name written down on a piece of paper first thing in the morning, right? Give me a break.
Right. What prize did Jeffrey's father win?
The lottery.
No, it isn't. It really isn't. the
It's
lottery.
not really. I knew you were going to be despairing. Don't lose hope. I might
Okay.
know something like
Famous prize that he
a
might
famous
have won.
prize that you
Yeah,
might have won.
not the lottery.
No, not the lottery.
Not the lottery.
A car.
Oh God in heaven!
Let the audience have it.
Audience, he won a Nobel Prize. What's the name? Oh God in heaven! What's the name of Dr. Riley's book? Is it Riley or Raleigh?
Right, Dr. Riley's book.
Yeah. What's the name of Dr. Riley's book? Again, mentioned a couple of times,
yeah,
shown
no,
occasionally.
it is, but isn't it chaos theory?
No, it is.
No, it isn't. I
Anyone?
don't remember. I don't pick up details. It's broad strokes, you see.
It's the Doomsday Syndrome. Where are the tracking devices implanted? Oh, he looks like he's got an answer.
In
Go.
the temple.
No, different film.
Different film. Can I? I don't.
It's in the teeth. Where
I
was
remember the
Ricky
teeth.
Newman?
I have no idea.
Okay.
An audience
was he
member
the
of the hand up.
scientist?
No, he wasn't. Audience.
Down the well, he's in the bar.
He wasn't down the well. He was in the barn.
Word for word.
There you go. Yeah.
The audience can't get some
No, because the audience would be really running away with this. Okay, this is the only way we can hold the audience back, for God's sake. Question 11.
Okay.
How does Dr. Raleigh sign off her message to the future?
She no, it's gone. She says
She does say.
Don't lose hope.
No.
No.
Okay, last
No,
thing that she says on the phone
no.
down the
She says something on the phone. Yeah.
audience. Merry Christmas.
Okay.
Question 12.
Merry Christmas.
Right, okay, we'll go with broad strokes, shall we?
Okay, let's
All
go
right.
with broad strokes.
12 Monkeys is based on a 60s French short film. What was it?
La Tombe du... No. No.
That was Marcel
No.
Proust.
Yeah, it was.
And we're not in
Yeah,
a
no,
summarised
it's not.
Marcel Proust
No, we're not
competition.
doing Proust.
Okay,
No.
anyone want to make a rough guess? Le Jeté. Right, well done, audience, there. Question 13. Right. In the film, Cole and Dr. Riley watch a film at the cinema. What film did they watch?
I watched the film that's got the colour in it after the black and white.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have no idea what that means,
No,
but...
the one where the house lands on the witch, that film.
Oh, The Wizard of Oz?
Yeah, that.
No.
No. They don't.
No, it's not that.
Oh,
You give up?
Terminator.
No. Audience?
Steampunk Willie.
Vertigo.
Vertigo.
Yeah. Ah. Question 14. You'll get this one straight away. Terry Gilliam, while he was directing, took something away from Brad Pitt to make Brad Pitt play the part better. What did he take away?
The script.
No. I'll give you another guess, just as a thought, as an offhand. Think about how he acted.
Yeah, no, it was caffeine.
Very close. It was
Yeah, no,
cigarettes.
cigarettes.
He took his cigarettes
yeah,
away.
I knew it was something he needed.
Yeah.
Something he really needed.
Yeah.
Like the script, caffeine.
All right.
Yeah, okay.
Question 15. Terry Gilliam
Yeah.
is a stickler for details.
Uh-huh.
Even
I'm
really,
not.
even details that really picky nut jobs might not even notice on the screen. In reference to one particular detail that he tried over and over and over to make look just as he wanted. The phrase for that became famous and ended up being the title of the documentary of the making of the 12 Monkeys.
So they made a documentary about it.
They did, and what was that documentary called?
I didn't even know they'd made a documentary.
They make the making of lots of films.
Yeah, but I know, but the making of 12 Monkeys and then not naming it the making of 12 Monkeys, that's kind of
It was The Hamster Factor.
the hamster factor.
It was the hamster
That's
factor.
Great. There's
Oh
no
dear
way
God, the torture is
I've got-
finished.
Did I get a point out of any of that?
You got 2 points!
Yes! That's what I'm talking about.
Bringing
Yeah.
your score up to 6.
Yeah,
Well done.
fantastic.
Right. This ends round 2 of the Missing Monkey Geek Quiz Podcast Apocalypse Special. I'll see you in a minute. Bye bye. And welcome back to the Missing Monkey Geek Quiz Podcast. It is time for round 3. Round 3 is 15 questions on the buzzers. Okay. 1 point per question. Stealing is allowed. Are your buzzers ready? Great. Russ. Friday. Okay. Round 3. Question 1. On the planet of the apes, what are the 3 castes of society? The original planet of the apes. Friday.
Is it warriors, scientists, or intellectuals and servants?
And what sort of apes make up those 3?
Chimpanzees
Yep.
and chimpanzees,
Yep.
gorillas,
Yes.
and
Come on. Come on. I'll give you 2 seconds
okay,
before a steal is allowed.
No, I can't
2,
get the last
1,
one.
steal.
Cappuccinos.
Orangutans.
Press the buzzer and get the point.
Orangutan.
Yeah, well done.
Oh.
Question 2. What animated series takes place 1,000 years after the Great Mushroom War? Graham.
The Powerpuff Girls.
No. Russ.
Samurai Jack.
No.
Ooh, good call. That would have been.
Yeah, it's a series you wouldn't have thought is a post-apocalyptic.
Dexter's Lab.
No, it isn't. Audience. It is Adventure Time.
Ah,
Question 3. What's the special ability of a smoker infected? I'm just getting blank looks. Russ.
burn stuff.
No, they don't. Right, nothing.
Can't think.
Friday.
Coughing.
No.
Pass.
Go on, audience.
Explode when killed?
They all explode when killed. What does a smoker do, though? Fine. It's got a very long tongue.
Oh, okay.
Play Left 4 Dead.
Oh, right, okay. No, you're alright.
Question 4. In Reign of Fire, the world, at least the UK, is taken over by dragons. What is the dragon's weakness? More to the point, what is there only one of? Graham.
There's only one meal.
Yes, there
So
is.
the
Well
breeding.
done. Have a point.
Thank you.
Okay. Question 5. In what video game do you save humanity from zombies as a cheerleader with a chainsaw? Ross. Stop banging the table.
Lollipop Chainsaw.
Lollipop Chainsaw. Well done. Have a point.
Well done.
Fantastic game.
Question 6. What book was a collaboration between Jane Austen and Seth Graham Smith and involved zombies?
Pride and Prejudice and Zombies.
Well done, Rush. You got the point. Question 7. In Dead Snow, zombie Nazis pop out of the snow and attack. In which country? Russ.
Norway.
Yes, have a point. Question 8. In Revolution, a major catastrophe hits and wipes out billions of people. What was the catastrophe? Russ.
The electricity goes.
Yep, absolutely.
He's on a roll here.
Yeah, you are.
Question 9.
The gas.
What was Tank Girl's boyfriend?
Ooh.
Friday.
A robot.
No.
Device.
No, it wasn't.
A short one.
No.
Okay.
Right. I did ask what, not who. Graham?
A bunny rabbit?
No. Russ?
It's a kangaroo.
It is a kangaroo. He gets the point. Boonga,
ears,
a
that's what
mutant
give it-
kangaroo. Question 10. In City of Horror, the board game, what landmark stands over the city, at least temporarily? Graham?
A skyscraper?
Nope. Anyone? Russ?
Eiffel Tower.
Nope. Friday?
Martian spaceship.
No, it isn't. Anyone? It's a water tower. And you can hide up there for as long as it takes for the zombies to tear it down. Okay.
Shouldn't be too long.
I haven't played that one.
In the cabin in the woods, it is necessary to stave off the end of the world by sacrificing 5 archetypes every year. Name 2 of those 5 archetypes. Friday.
A cheerleader. And a frat boy.
Okay, they're not quite the archetypes.
Ooh.
They're the right sort of people.
Yeah,
but-
no. So it would be, I don't know, archetypes.
Yep.
Ditzy girl and... I don't know. I've got nothing.
Anyone?
Well, I had something, but it wasn't the right.
Graham?
Student?
No.
No? Yeah. Don't know.
Go on.
Virgin and a gay.
A gay is not one of them. A virgin is the jock,
Yeah. The whore and the fool, they got them.
the whore, the athlete, the scholar, the fool, and the virgin.
I'm giving
Alright.
the audience the point.
Yeah, well done.
Okay.
Question 12. What's the name of the wasteland outside Mega City 1? Graham?
The Wastelands?
No.
I don't know.
Anyone? Friday?
Suffolk.
No.
Purgatory.
No. Audience? It's the Cursed Earth.
Oh, okay. Of course.
All right. What story is told through interviews with an agent of the United Nations Post-War Commission? It's a fairly famous story, book and film. Although the film has very little relation to the book. Ross?
Not Watchmen, is it?
No, it isn't.
I'll never. Storybook.
Anyone? Audience? World War Z.
Oh, okay.
I haven't seen it.
Okay. No.
Alright. Question 14. In what zombie game might you search for bun 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 fish or chicken cow fish pie? Russ?
Lord of the Fries.
Lord of the Fries. Well done.
Hold on.
Question 15. In what film, where the Earth is threatened by an alien invasion, is the hero only there to chew bubblegum? Ross?
And kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum. They live.
They live. Well done. Have a point.
Roddy Piper is best.
And the final scores for the round, for the game, for all eternity. This is the final episode of The Missing Monkey for Series 1. We have got, with 6 points, it's Friday.
See what? See what? Oh.
Thank you.
See you, Ryan. Sorry.
With 13 points, it's the audience.
Hey!
We didn't have a specialist subject.
With 21 points, it's Ross. Meaning that the winner, once again,
Oh!
is Graham with 23 points. Well done.
Thank you.
Here's
Well done,
your
Graham.
prize,
Well
the
done.
solid gold medal, not at all made out of plastic. Treasure it, keep it forever.
It's a lot better than the one that I got in the first go. Shinier. Shinier.
Calling out. Thanks for that.
That's why I
we were
came
only
back.
just starting, for God's sake. Yeah,
It
you're
was a
not-
certificate, the last one. This is a gold medal. I'm happy with this.
I'm not sure I'm inviting you back.
Good.
Yeah.
Don't matter.
All right.
I want to come back.
I don't know if you're allowed to come back. Is
I'll
he
come
allowed to
back.
come back?
I'll do more research on the right topic.
Right.
This time.
It's time to pull it to a close, but it is time to give you a chance to tell us what you've been looking at or seeing or watching or anything, or even just tell us what your now favourite method of apocalypse, other than shooting yourself in the face, might be. Graham?
I like the zombie apocalypse. That's my favourite.
Okay.
That's
Any
about it.
particular zombie?
No, I think they're all pretty good, the zombie types. Although I do, as I say, like the Shaun of the Dead, where the zombie is mentioned once and they said, we're not saying the Z word.
Russ?
I'm mostly watching Castle reruns at the moment.
Okay, well, we had that as a specialist subject last time. But sadly, you went with something completely different. Right? Are you enjoying Castle?
I am, yeah.
Great.
Kept filling in a few blanks because we used to watch quite a few random episodes. So,
Is it coming to the end of the world in that one, or just feel like it?
the occasional episode.
Friday, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I've watched
Ender's Game.
Ender's Game, yeah, which was super.
Yep.
But also Fringe, which is
Yeah, well, we'll
just
leave Fringe
one-
where it
yeah,
is.
no, yes.
I enjoyed it for a while, and then I stopped.
I
Right,
enjoy
this
it
is
at
the
all.
Missing Monkey Geek Quiz podcast. Again, we are recording at Travelling Man in Manchester on Dale Street. It's a fantastic shop with all of your games, comics, and basically lots of geek accoutrements all over the place. Come on down. It's on Dale Street. It's in the middle of Manchester. I'd like to thank all of our question setters. I'd like to thank our audience. I'd like to thank Muriel, who has been our judge with a shotgun. I'd like to thank Jim, who has been sat behind me with all of the sound recording equipment every single time we play. And I'd like to thank you out there for listening. Thank you so very much. This is the end of the series. This is the bit where I want to climb on a table with a microphone and wave a flag about. Thank you very much for listening, and we will see you next time. Take care and goodbye.
Hey!